Hi everybody. So there's a couple of things I need to address. I didn't think that I would have to. I thought I had already addressed them, but I'm getting low-key, like, backhanded comments sometimes, not often, and DMs that are enough where I'm getting really frustrated here. I have addressed my past marriage numerous times. When I was still married and we were going through the process of getting a divorce, we both addressed that, okay? Now, this is not for the people who most of the time are supportive and genuinely happy to see two people being happy, okay? You have watched, if you've been here a while, you have watched my channel go from so many different directions. Like I said before, and when I even first started doing this, my name is Mishmawshandotherthings. So yeah, there will be cooking. There will also be other things too. That's not the thing I need to address. Some of you who have followed me for a while and get it are going to be surprised to know that there are still people that are low-key just kind of putting it out there that, they don't understand. They don't understand why my past marriage failed. To be perfectly honest, you're not my children. You're not my family. It's none of your business. Okay? There are things and reasons and many reasons, okay, why that relationship failed. Okay? That's not my place because it's not entirely all my story. And if you're waiting for that, if you are anticipating that type of explanation from me, you're not going to get it. This is not a channel where I'm just going to throw shade. I'm not a drama channel. I'm not going to throw people under the bus who, quite frankly, in my opinion, that's their place to do. That's not mine. Okay? That past marriage, it lasted 10 years. It lasted much longer than most relationships do. Granted, for whatever reason, which reasons I am not going to get into, it still failed. Okay? You have seen my life morph in so many different directions. You have seen me lose a bunch of weight. You have seen me gain some of it back, and I am currently working to try to get back to that healthy spot that I once was. Okay? These things take time. You don't gain weight overnight, so don't expect to lose it overnight. You don't lose a relationship overnight, so don't expect to have it immediate. My relationship with Aaron has nothing to do with my past marriage. And whoever the wonderful person was that decided to thumb down a video about my wedding, bravo. Bravo. All I can say is thank you for the view. And if you think that's going to intimidate me to cause me to stop doing videos, it's only going to encourage me because I'm not a thin-skinned person. You may think I am. You may think you know everything there is to know about me. Small snippets of videos is not enough to get to know a person. My past marriage, sure, that lasted a while. There are still videos depicting it because I'm not going to get rid of those videos. Those are recipes I worked really hard for, and I don't have a staff that writes recipes for me. I am my staff. I don't have a staff doing camera tricks for me. I do them. Every single picture, unless I state otherwise, are mine. Yes, they are mine. That is my hard work. That's me going to discount stores, finding materials and fabrics that I can use for a backdrop for future recipes. That is me going to the grocery store, finding something that's on sale that I can use for a recipe. I have learned and past mistakes since doing this and writing my food blog, which I wrote my food blog a lot longer than I've been on YouTube. Okay? All of that is my work. All of this is my work. I have notebooks full of recipes I have yet to do that I wrote 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Okay? That I'm still working on. Okay? I don't have somebody doing these things for me. So I have literally spent hours editing pictures. I have spent hours putting right recipes in frames and using the right background drops for recipes. I've done this. Okay? So the video part, that's the easy part. That's the easy part. That's the fun part. That's the thing that keeps YouTubers and content creators, keeps them wanting to do, because that part is so much fun. It's the work associated with it. And I know a lot of you get it. I know some people that view my channel, they do videos also. So I know they get it. But I want to address the small secular few that feel that they still have to take a side. You don't. Nobody's asking you to take a side. If you want to contact my ex-husband, look up his social media. If you are all about putting sides or throwing shade my way in the comments sometimes, or throw backhanded compliments at me, then you know what? Unsubscribe. Because I don't want you here. This is not where my channel is supposed to go. And I will give an explanation a few times. But there have been 3 videos addressing this. So the next time I see a comment about this, I'm just going to think, okay, you're trying to start crap so you can see your way out, and I will remove you, I will block you, and that's the way it is. Because everybody has struggles. Everybody goes through different phases of their life. And sometimes people can go through those phases and grow together, and sometimes they can't. Okay? As far as all these other things that people try to throw out there, assuming one thing or another, you're not going to get that from me. You're just not. I am not going to put out somebody else's story and somebody else's struggle just for your validation. I won't do it. You know, maybe that's why I'm a smaller channel, because I don't play those games. You come to my channel, what you see is what you get. Okay? So I try to put a positive spin on a lot of things, because the world is so negative and so jaded, and everybody is so just picking sides from Tide Pods to serious issues. And everybody just wants to try to divide, and I really don't think now's the time to divide ourselves. I think now is the time to find some common ground. And what's the common ground that I've always felt was the common ground, regardless of political ideologies, regardless of socioeconomic issues? It's always been taking care of your family, love of family, and providing healthy, nutrient-based foods that are affordable. You know, I can't with some people. I really can't. And I know I shouldn't bring this down, and it's only a very, very, very small percent of the people that are just trying to cause crap. And I know this. And this isn't to alienate the people that have stood by me and supported me. Okay? This isn't for them. This, if anything, is to let them know, if you haven't gone through a divorce, people choose sides. And if you're a semi-public figure like myself, I don't consider myself a public figure, but I guess to some people I am, then it's going to be a little bit more magnified. Okay? I know there are people, a small select few, who hate watch. This is like a term I'm not familiar with, because I've always felt that if you didn't like something, if you're watching somebody that you just don't agree with the way they come across, and you're just like, no, my hair is all messed up, I am so sorry. But anyway, if you're just like, no, like, that's no, nah. In my opinion, I've always been able to walk away from those type of people. It's like, okay, so this isn't my thing, so I'll find something that is, and it's not my place to tell you what you should like or what you shouldn't. And I guess it's not my place to tell you not to hate watch either, if that's an entertaining aspect of your life. I can't imagine a positive person, somebody that's truly happy with who they are, and doesn't hate themselves, would really be entertained to hate watch anybody. I just think the person that does that is a very, very miserable person. And I feel sorry for you, because until you find true happiness, this stuff isn't gonna matter. You know, the reason why I'm addressing this now is because I've gotten many comments, not many, like I said, a small handful of them, but mostly personal messages that are just like, what happened to your marriage? I missed the videos with Toby. Why can't you have videos with Toby or whatever? Listen, okay? If you can't go back in my older videos, and they're there, okay, and educate yourself before you make comments like this, I'm not gonna be the one to do that. He's Bailey's father. I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to Bailey, okay? No. No, I don't know what you expect from me, but that's not what you're gonna get from me. You know, you want to address this head on and say, hey, what happened with your marriage? I can tell you in a curt way to go view the videos. Go view the videos. But I'm still not going to give you that answer, because it's not my business to answer it. Okay? Yeah, I made mistakes in that marriage. He made mistakes in that marriage. Okay? Unilaterally, I can't even pronounce it. I'm so heated. Together, we found that it might be for the best for the kids. For the kids. We attempted to, like many people, to stay together for the kids. That's not, one, that's putting a job on children that should not be there. And two, those were the wrong reasons to stay together. They just are. As sincere as that is, and as noble as that is, those type of relationships never work. And that's all the detail I'm going to give you. Okay? So I will tell you that he's genuinely happy for Aaron and I. I know that will be hard for some people to believe, because they live in such a negative world and they have so much anger and bitterness in their heart. And for that, that's not my responsibility. Your anger is not my responsibility. Your misery is not my responsibility. It just isn't. Next week, I will have videos of recipes. This week has turned into a gab session. I thank everybody who has stood by me and have been supportive. And if you have direct questions, I will answer you directly. But I'm not going to go to certain areas where it's going to throw shade at somebody else. I won't do that. If you come here for that channel, if you've come here for that material, just know, I don't play that game. I will never play that game. And that's not to say there are certain things that frustrate me. There are certain things that tick me off. Yeah, they do. But again, sometimes it's not my story to tell, and I won't tell it. It's that simple. I think I'm going to end this video with something positive to say, because my grandfather raised me and every child in our family that if you don't have something nice to say, you don't say it at all. That's the rule of thumb. And I really feel the internet and social media has taken that away, where you can say what you want to behind a fake name, behind a keyboard, behind a computer screen, and suddenly you don't have to take responsibility for that. I can promise you somebody somewhere has figured out who you are. So yeah, there's going to be a day that you're going to have to take responsibility for that. There's going to be a day that all this negative stuff that you throw out there in the social media world, it's going to come back to you in your real world. It's called karma. And karma doesn't play fair. And whatever you put out in the world, you get back tenfold. So, on that wonderful positive note, everybody else, be well, have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back here next week, and we're gonna have some recipes. I have some really good recipes I planned out. A couple of them I'm gonna test out this weekend. A couple of them I've tested out before, and I've learned the mistakes I made from them, and we're not going to do that again. So anyway, until next week, guys, live, laugh, and love. Enjoy your families, enjoy your friends, and have a fantastic weekend, because it is spring after all. Have a nice day.